You definitely don't want to be that crab. I mean, ugh. I even wore the white shirt for y'all today. I remember being so tired and just wanting to quit every day. It was the best time of my life, though. I mean, we built character. Band camp definitely separated the real from the fake. If you was just there to wear the uniform, today we're talking about how to survive band camp, the HBCU Dance Line Edition. Band camp was hard as hell, so if you want to know what to expect and how to survive band camp, keep watching this video. What is up? This is Coach Corey and I am back for another video. So today we're going to be diving into how to survive band camp. Congratulations to my new HBCU Dance Line sisters for making the team. And if you are a freshman, you are going to want to get a pen and a paper and write this down. I even wore my little white shirt for you guys. So let's start with a few definitions. So once you go to band camp, you're going to hear the term crab and you're going to hear the term old head a lot. So when it comes to a crab means the same thing as a freshman. You are the bottom of the barrel. You are new. You know nothing, which is why a lot of times they have the crabs wear white shirts symbolizing nothingness. You're also going to hear the term old head, which is the same as veteran or someone who has been on the team and at least completed a full crab year. At the time when I went to band camp, my crab year, the first week was just for the crabs. And then the second week of band camp, the old heads or the veterans joined us. So that first week was dedicated to us getting in shape and conditioned. It was dedicated to us learning all of the choreography that the old heads know already. And it was just for you to get acclimated with drills, the culture, and what to expect throughout the football season. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into 10 things in which I think are the most important things to take with you heading into band camp. Number one, which I think more is a suggestion. If you want to survive band camp, you definitely need to condition, get on some type of healthy eating regimen or diet, and you want to drink lots of water before you start band camp. You don't want band camp to be the first place that you start eating healthy. You don't want it to be the first place that you start drinking water. You don't want band camp to be the first time that you've ran a mile, because it's going to be harder on you if you haven't gotten used to that beforehand. You also want to make sure that you get plenty of rest beforehand, because you're not going to get a lot of rest during band camp week. I know with our band camp, we had 3 days. We had to be to the school at 5 a.m. Sometimes we didn't get done at night till 11 p.m. So you're not going to get a lot of rest. You're going to be exhausted. So you want to make sure that you are fueling your body with healthy items and that you are keeping yourself hydrated, especially in the South, because it was super duper hot. So you want to make sure that you are putting things in your body that's going to fuel your day. Number two, I think is really, really important. And it's a major, major aspect that I learned in college. And that was to be on time. Even though I'm not on time now. But nevertheless, be on time. It was always a rule of thumb that if you were on time, you were late, and if you were 10 minutes early, then you were on time. So keep that in mind and make sure that you get there early, especially if you have a larger campus, because you have to find parking, you have to walk to the band hall, You have to get stretched. You need to be ready to go at your start time. And that includes you and all of your freshman sisters. If you guys are late, if anybody's late, it calls for a bad day in terms of more conditioning for you all, but they're trying to teach you how to be prompt. Number 3 kind of ties into number 2. You want to stay on campus because when you got to be at band camp at 5 a.m., it is hard to drive, especially if you're in a bigger city. It is hard to drive from wherever you are to band camp at 4 in the morning to be there at that early call time. So make sure that you stay on campus, and especially at night when you are tired. It's 11 o'clock at night, you're sweaty. You don't want to have to get in your car and drive clear across town just to get home, to shower, to be back at the school at 5 in the morning. So my suggestion would be to stay on campus. Number 4, show up with a positive attitude. Listen, we know you're going to be hot, especially if you're in the South. We know you're tired. We know you want to go home. We know you're sweaty. Like, nobody wants to hear all that all day. Nobody wants to be around a Debbie Downer. Nobody wants to be around a negative Nancy. Listen, nobody wants bad vibes. So to make it a more pleasant experience for you and your sisters, come with a positive attitude. It'll just make everything better. Number 5, be prepared. I can't tell you that enough. Be prepared. So make sure that you're in the right attire, white shirts. Okay, crabs. Make sure that you know the choreography that you learned the previous day. There is nothing worse than coming to band camp and not knowing your choreography and you get embarrassed in front of everybody. Me and my crab sisters, we would literally leave practice at 11 o'clock at night and go practice sometimes at 1 and 2 in the morning until we got it right, because we didn't want to get there the next day and not know it and have to condition. It was already hot. I think this is the most important one. Be humble. I had to really work on this one. I was so terrible as a crab. Listen, we all know everybody on the team probably was a captain for their high school or community team at this point. If you made it through auditions, we know you can dance. It's not about who can dance the best. It's not about who can do the highest jumps, who can do the most leaps, who can tumble. It's not about that anymore. You and your sisters are now one. And so it's easier for you guys to bond and to become one than compete with each other all the time. It only makes it harder. And when you guys are one, then you guys dance as one. And it took me a while to understand that. I was very much selfish, very much headstrong, very much opinionated. Didn't want anybody to tell me what to do. Didn't want anybody to disrespect me. Didn't want anybody to talk to me crazy. Didn't want anybody to raise their voice at me. So it was very hard for me to get that. So just don't talk too much. Nobody asked you for your opinion. Very much so listen and take everything in and learn and be an Indian before you're a chief, because it'll only make it harder if you try to do it any other way. Just humble yourself. Now, where are we? Number 7? Oh, yeah. Number 7, don't take things personal. We as women seem to take everything personal. But let me give you a tip. Don't take things personal. It's not. It's business. Child, you got to learn to put your feelings to the side and just get the job done. You are there to make sure that you look good so that when you go out there and represent your organization or your university, that you all are the best. If somebody telling you to shut up, it's probably for a reason. If somebody telling you to go run, maybe you needed to run. If somebody telling you to do some push-up, maybe some push-ups will give you some incentive not to mess up, because there is not enough time in a day to learn everything that you're going to have to learn. Just don't take things personal, because at the end of the day, everybody just want everybody to look good and to go out there and do their very, very best. When you're lazy, when you're acting tired, when you're not conditioned, when you don't know your choreography, it just makes the team look bad. It makes the whole band look bad. It makes the whole university look bad. So the point of the conditioning is to get you in shape, to get you acclimated with what you're going to be going through during a game, to be able to make it through a game. Jesus Christ, make it through a game. Oh, that was so long. Number 8, respect your leaders. Yeah, I had a hard problem with this one too. Most girls right out of high school are going to think that because they can dance and because they might be nice or even because they look good, that they might have the respect of the people on the team with them. Or you might think just because you made it through auditions, you should have respect because you made it through audition. But no, you have to remember that respect is earned, and it's very hard when you are used to being that person that is the person in your organization or on your team to happen to be a person that's at the very bottom and having to work your way to the top. So it's a very hard concept for high school seniors that are going into freshman college students to wrap their head around that. So just remember to respect anybody that you see, whether it's your captain, your section leader, whether it's your coach, your sponsor, the band director, it doesn't matter. Even if they're in a different section of the band, flag, baton twirler, drumline, it doesn't matter. You need to respect all of your old heads and all of your leaders in the band, because one day you're going to be in that position and you're going to want the same respect from those freshmen coming in. The only way for you to have discipline in the band is for everybody to respect one another. And as a freshman, it is not the upperclassmen's job to respect you. It is for you to earn the respect of the upperclassmen. Number 9 is to bond with your dance crab sisters. I mean, it's good to bond with all of your crab brothers and sisters in the other section, but the ones on the dance line with you are the ones that you are going to need to lean on. If it wasn't for my crab sisters, I probably would have quit. Your crab sisters are going to be like real sisters in real life. And when you're missing something, they're going to be the ones that you call. If you're running late, they're going to be the one that's going to cover for you. If you don't know something, they're going to be the one that have your back. I mean, any and everything, just like a real sister, they are going to be the ones that are going to be with you for that full semester. And so you guys need to get close. You need to learn things about them. If they don't make you, they made us learn things on the first day. But you need to learn things about them and build a bond, because that bond is going to carry you so far on those days that you just want to give up. You are going to want to lean on them for support. You all are going to be going through the same thing together, so it's going to make you closer anyway. But when you guys build a bond, it shows even when you perform. And my final tip on surviving band camp is to just have fun and take it in. Yes, band camp, when you're conditioning and you're running and you're learning, it can be overwhelming, frustrating, hectic. It make you want to give up. But just take everything in, because everybody doesn't get to go through that experience. And I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I remember probably wanting to quit every day of band camp, but I stuck with it. And it's one of the most, I would say, different experiences that everybody doesn't get to go through. And it's so many people that want to be in that position. So don't take for granted any of this opportunity, and just take everything in and enjoy it, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you are going to remember this for the rest of your life. I hope this video was helpful to the girls who have just made their prospective dance lines, and it'll be easier for you guys to make it through camp. Remember, do not give up. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help you with those. In the meantime,